Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? Mr. Wonderful, how you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good.
Nice
How's
to
everyone else
see you.
doing? Yes, finally I made it onto the show.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be talking about some crazy adventures that me and you had.
Yes.
C-Mac, how you doing today, man?
Very blessed. Glad to be here.
Oh, glad you made it. We're gonna have people popping in and out as we go. Um, yeah, this is gonna be a good night. We'll cover a bunch of stuff. Lady, hello. Heather, hello. How's everyone doing? Tracy, hello. Yeah, man. Interesting time we had out there, Mr. Wonderful. What do you think about Ohio?
Gives me the same feel of Michigan,
Yeah. Ricky,
but
hello.
definitely plan on coming back. So because again, I ended up getting sick, so I couldn't make it to the claim 3 hunt. So I gotta be able to make it back out there. So I plan on coming back.
Oh yeah.
That's where I'm dying. I'm dying to go to Claim 3 as well.
Yeah, Stump Jumper. How you doing? Roller Woman, how you doing? Shannon, hello. Tracy, hello. Pat,
Hello,
hello.
hello,
What's
everyone.
up,
Hello.
everybody?
Belladonna, Kathy, Fortnite fan. Glad you can all make it. Yeah, man. Let's jump right into it. What we got here? Short note. Hello.
Hey, short note. Australia is in the house.
Yeah, Eric. Hello. Dean. We got Gooden's Auto tonight. Awesome,
Hey,
man.
Dean Otto. Hey,
Yeah. Tracy says the Pines. Let's go. Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's see how to pronounce that. Dario.
Dario.
from
Dario
Italy. Wow.
from
All right.
Italy.
Hey, thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Hello. Thank you for being here. Nancy.
There's Nancy. Hey,
What's up,
Yeah.
Nancy?
me and her have been chatting back
What's
and
up,
forth most of the
Tracy?
day.
Yeah, thank you all for being here. Man, Italy. It's
Italy,
awesome.
Australia. We're worldwide here.
Yeah,
What's
Belladonna.
up, Sally?
Hello. Oh man, those screams the
What's
other
up,
night.
Bella?
Still don't know what made them. I've ran
No,
it through every voice thing I could, from Google to Firefox to put them on other channels, and everybody's like, "What the hell did you guys run into?" It's like,
it
Right.
it it was me not making it to claim 3 when I came to visit.
well, I can tell you, I'm glad they were as
Hey,
far
Sally Joe.
away as they were. I'm glad we caught them across the lake instead of on the same side that we were on, because they sounded, excuse my French, pissed that we were there. Sally Joe, hello.
Hello, Sally.
Rachel, hello. Chantel, Delroy. Yeah, man. That's crazy. Crazy. Let's jump into me and Mr. Wonderful at Claim 2. Mr. Wonderful,
Yes.
we've seen a lot of crazy stuff out there that night. That
Yeah.
was kind of filming in between heading to the areas. Um, First big thing that kicked it off for us was that thing that we seen that
Oh,
was about
yeah.
78 foot tall,
What's up, Dean?
circling, and then cut off into the forest. It looked like it had no shirt on, pale, no hair, and kind of looked at us and ducked in.
Yeah.
When we got to where we thought it went in at, we couldn't see nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, it was very pale, didn't have hair. It was just kept on walking around in circles. At first, I thought, it was just like a really tall jogger that ended up, needed a break, so he was resting. But then he was like, it looked like he was starting wailing his hands everywhere or something.
Yeah, like
Like he was just going crazy, and I would say we were probably like what 30 feet away when he ducked away, and then once we made the turn, he just disappeared.
yeah,
It was crazy because I was watching him. I was thinking maybe he has a bike parked to the side or something, but it seemed like no one else saw this same person that we all saw, and it was
yeah,
still daylight out. It wasn't like dark or anything like that. It still was daylight.
yeah. And it was kind of like I seen something like that. We were at Helltown sitting on a log.
Is
And
that what it looked like?
yeah, that's the
Wow.
first thing that came to my mind. I believe I said that out there. I was like, I've seen that thing before at Helltown. You know, at Helltown, I was walking, looked down for a second, you know, to cross over that big down tree, panned back up, and it was like it was gone.
You know,
And go
my
ahead.
bad for interrupting. For what Nancy just said, that is interesting because when we were walking in for like probably the first 10 minutes, we had that big like heat wave hit us, and then it just disappeared.
Right. Yeah, it was
Folks,
hotter
yeah, I like that.
hotter than
And it had a weird smell
Air
to it. It
temperature.
wasn't like a normal. It was a weird smell. Like I can't really describe the smell to anything, but as soon as we saw that, and like 10 minutes, probably 15 minutes into the walk, we just got hit with like a little, and it wasn't like our whole body got hit. It just hit like right under the nose.
yeah,
It wasn't, I didn't feel it on my forehead. I didn't feel it anywhere else but under my nose.
right.
It was just weird.
What I thought
Thank you, Nancy.
it would be, what I researched on that stuff is a spirit trying to get in you. Now that's freaky to say because that's not why we were there. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
We weren't there for a ghost hunt, but that's what I was reading. And you know, it could be cold temperature or it could be a hot one. But yeah, like you said, it was different from the air temperature on the outside,
Oh, for sure.
and it only hit you right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do I think it was trying to cause like I mean, I'm not gonna say it was trying to cause harm or anything. I would probably have to say that, you know, I'm new out there. They don't recognize me going out there, so they were probably just trying to figure out why I was there and like who I was. I didn't feel threatened at all or anything like that.
Right.
So it was interesting. It was a very interesting experience. I never felt that before.
Right. And then the second biggest thing was we were getting in there. You were filming that dark entity. I'm going to call it an entity because I've never seen something, you know, I've seen tall, dark masses, but this black thing was tall and it took it took over 2 or 3 trees.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And it kind of, you know, it didn't move. You could when it was moving, the trees were disappearing that were behind it.
Yeah.
You know, for how tall it was, I would say probably 11 to 12 feet.
Yep.
And probably about 11 to 12 feet wide.
Yeah.
So, you know, there would be a tree right here, and this thing would come in front of it and block it out.
Yeah.
That
And
was
then
crazy.
I don't know if that's the one that you're talking about. And I ended up actually being on a Snapchat call. So then we had an extra set of eyes to see what we were seeing. Is that the same thing you were talking about where it kept on swaying like back and forth, like its arms?
Right.
He was able to see it also. I mean, it was just, it looked like it was more than one too.
Yeah. Yeah. When it cut into 2, that was the weird thing. I was going to say that when it broke
Yep.
off into 2, and then it was the weirdest thing that I've seen. Now, I've never seen anything like that. And I believe wholeheartedly it wasn't a Bigfoot. I believe that was a entity because it did break off into two. And it just got weird from there.
Oh, yeah. And then it just, the rest of the time, I mean, we also started hearing those, like those drums.
Oh, I'll
drum
get to
sounds
that.
too.
Yeah. Those drums were strange. It was sounded like Indians' drums playing.
Yep.
Off maybe a football field and a half away from us.
Yeah. And
That was crazy.
I don't know if it was just me, but I thought I was hearing it. I mean, not to make it sound creepy or anything, but it sounded like it just was doing it in sets of 3 also. Like it wasn't like, it would be like pound, 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 and then it will be done.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then it was like another probably 5 minutes after you hear it again.
Right. Yeah, it was strange.
Yeah.
For sure. And then I mean, there was a bunch of strange things going on. The drums was definitely
pointed out that the glow stick moved.
Yeah, well, that's why that's coming to next, man.
Oh,
so
man.
we were cutting down this trail. I was in front of you.
Yep.
We had hung a glow stick up that was
green.
Good. Right now, what I mean, from that point we hung it. It was probably about a mile back.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so we hung that glow stick about a mile back. Now, during that, if you've seen my video, if not, you got to watch it. During that, something was following us, and I keep panning over, and I'm going, something's following us. You know, keep your eyes open, keep your head on a swivel. We got to that point. I'm in front of Mr. Wonderful, and here comes the glow stick.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting because it was on my camera at first, and I sent it when I finally got back to where I was staying at. I was looking at it. I was like, "There's no way that I did not get this on camera," because I panned back and forth for at least probably like 5 times, and then all of a sudden it just appeared out of nowhere, and it wasn't there before, and it wasn't like you just dropped it and it just broke on its own, because there was nothing there when we first went by, and then it didn't pop up until like the 5th time I panned back right next to a tree.
Yeah, and you could see where the glow stick hit and slid.
Yep.
In the dirt.
It was really weird because I looked at it first. I was like, did I just see eyes or did I just see the glow stick pop up?
Right. And then from there, we were going to continue straight, and I just got this feeling of don't do it. You remember that? And I was like, no, we got to turn around, man. We got to turn around. I mean, it was like I walked into a wall of madness. Like something was just mad. The hairs on my arm instantly stood. I mean, I was getting tingling over me. Like, whoa.
Yeah. There was a weird feeling when we got to a certain point. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We should not be here.
You can't see me. That's weird. Nancy says, Jack, we can't see you.
Oh, so it does sound like the audio has been, I don't know if that's on my end only. Sounds like the audio is a little rough. You guys are.
Huh. You all sound good.
Oh, I got you, Kathy. Hold on.
I don't know. That might be on my end.
I can fix that.
Okay. So
can you see me?
Like John Cena here. Can't see
No,
me.
can you see me? On video. They're saying they can't see me. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay. I don't know.
I can see you. It's just that both of your conversations have been coming in very glitchy and I've been having to definitely focus to understand what you guys are saying.
Oh, that might be on your side then.
That
You
might be
sound
on my
nice and
side
yeah, he sound crispy and clean and
because I'm in the bunker. You know,
yeah. Well,
I'm
hello
down here in
everyone.
the bunker. So, and something else there.
Catch back up
Somebody
here.
said, what's that? Lady Raven said something on there I thought was interesting. And I kind of think the same thing of what she was saying is the screams that we caught there that night, me, you, and MT. I said that
There we go.
maybe caught something mating.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
I
We'll definitely
the
get to
way it
that.
kind of sounded, I almost think that because it sounded like two of them over there, definitely sounded like a male and a female to me the more I listened to it.
Yeah.
And I think we had a third one that was on the opposite side that kept
Yeah, we'll definitely get to
trying to
that
draw
here
our
in a
attention
moment.
away. So, but it sounded like a male and a female. So I think yeah.
All right.
So,
Is this better for everyone?
oh,
Can everyone see me a lot better?
hey, Dean, oh, God bless you. I'm retired ammo.
All right. Let's get back to it.
All right. Yes, I am here, Tracy.
All right, where we at? So we'll get to that screams and stuff here shortly, but let's get back to what we were saying. Everybody can see me. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down far so I can see. I got a little behind. Need another light. Can see better.
I was trying to set the Halloween vibes of being in the
Yeah.
spooky dark.
Yep. Lori says, I see you. I can see you. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. A little dark. All right. If you popped in here and I haven't seen you yet or noticed you yet, hello. Thank you all for being here. All right. Back at it so I don't forget this. So I walked into this wall. I told Mr. Wonderful, we got to go backwards. Then when we started going backwards, he was recording. Pan over with my camera, and I believe I caught this on camera. A pair of red eyes pop up.
Yep.
And it looked like something was bent down, looked and then bent down. Didn't think I was going to catch it, but I caught it. Got over to the area where the red eyes were, and there was nothing. And then that big growl.
They just vanished.
Yeah. And then we got that big growl or scream or whatever it was.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I was doing perfect for my first whoop calls too.
Yeah. You got replies on your whoops. And that was pretty cool. I mean, but in general, what do you think about Claim 2?
Oh, I mean, I can't explain anything that happened, but it was such a great experience of being able to go out there and find things that you can't explain that you've always wanted to try to figure out what's out there, what other things are out there. And it was a great experience, and I do plan on coming back.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, on the way out now, that thing that threw the branch, I grabbed you, pushed you up the hill, turn around.
You got scared more than I did.
Oh yeah, I was pretty scared. I didn't want you to get hurt or myself.
You almost hurt me just by pulling on me. I almost pulled on me, and I ended up almost tripping. I was like, "What?"
I wouldn't have let you fall though. I had you.
He had me.
We get up to the top of the hill, turn around, and that thing's standing there looking at us.
And you could easily we probably could have reached out and was like, it was right there for a reach out.
Yeah. Yep. And then I screamed at it. I yelled at it and told it, we weren't here to hurt it and it's not allowed to hurt us. And you know, we were leaving. Thanks for having us, whatever. And it just stayed there looking at us. And so, you know, we start backing up. I grab the thermal, you know, was watching, and it comes up and comes at us. And it's, you know, I was like screaming at it for it to stop. And finally, it went off into the forest, but I will never forget that thing's eyes.
Oh yeah, and I mean that, and on my camera when I caught, I don't know when it was. It was towards the end. You said to turn around, so I turned around, and I ended up getting an orb flying through on the trail right at the camera. And it was a decent sized orb. It wasn't like something small. That's the other thing I forgot to say. My very like first thing I got out there, caught an orb right on camera, and you saw the same orb I did when we first got out walking. But then that's when we got like on my camera I got like a weird. I was still talking. I believe you were still talking, and that's when we got that weird little hush breath of like. Like something like that. And then I got it again. I got it like,
Oh, wow.
Like 3 times. I think I got it.
Yeah.
Like it was right after you were talking about like you shouldn't have turned your back to it. And as soon as I said, and then I said like, yeah, something was gonna. It felt like something was about to hit us because you moved us, and as soon as you said that, that's when that like.
Yeah, like it knew that I knew. But
Yeah.
I was pretty mad at myself because I knew not to turn my back away from this thing. I didn't think it was that close to us, to be honest with you, because I just put a short out. I stopped. I was like, I'll do a short, and
yeah,
you know, and I knew not to turn my back, but I didn't think it was that close to us. It's never followed us out to the very end. And I'll be damned. I turned my back on that thing, and it took it was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, never do that to me.
Yeah.
And I will never do that again.
Well, then once we got like actually out of like the actual trail, we could see it like just peeping over the sign.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I told it had to stay
I don't know
there.
if there was hands on it, but I think we just saw eyes going over it.
Yep. And I was telling it, I was like, the sign.
Yeah, it was over top the sign.
The sign. Okay. Wait, is it the sign that's saying the entrance there? I don't want to give
entrance,
away. Like,
I think it says like the rule, like the what you can and can't do kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's pretty tall.
Yeah.
That's not a short sign.
Right.
Right.
And I was yelling at
really
it.
Tall to look over top of that.
Right. And I was yelling at it that it had to stay. I was like, you have to stay here. You cannot follow us. And I'll tell you,
wow.
it
tried.
If I didn't have that
it came
thermal
close.
with us,
I think it came very close to following us. Or well, it did follow us, but it came close to following us home. Luckily, nothing followed me home. Nothing followed me back to where I was staying at either. I had great sleep throughout the night. And then because once I left, I was like, you know what? I am starving. I had to stop and get food. So I stopped at Taco Bell and went back. And I slept just fine. Then I woke up, felt kind of not a good stomach setting, and it just was not. It was not fun. I mean, it could have been something, but it also could have been that Taco Bell. I don't know. But I didn't have any bad dreams. I didn't feel like anything was watching me.
You know, there is when you go into that high adrenaline, that I guess you'd say hypersensitive state, when you have some type of incident, because I had to do studying and training on this because we'd go into what do you call critical incidences all the time. The adrenaline rush and everything. There's like a downs like you can one of the side effects seems like is that you will get sick, and you'll be wiped out the next day or whatever. There's long lasting effects that can happen from that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that one. Yeah, and then one more thing I want to do that I haven't done yet. Those screams that I caught that night and you caught, I want to try to match those to the screams that we recently just got, me, MT, and T Mac, to see if those match up. I just thought of that. Like, I didn't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but don't know why the glow sticks were running through the forest that night. It's pretty interesting that it landed by us.
Yeah.
Usually they take them and don't give them back, but this one gave it back. And I checked it for hair and stuff and nothing, no oils or.
Yeah, it was just a great time. That was my first like actual real hunt for Bigfoot or any paranormal, anything like that, like a real actual hunt. And if I will be back. Just
yeah. The light above me takes a special light bulb and it's out, so I had to order one.
Yeah.
The only light I got is towards the bathroom up here.
I just got a new light for doing these live streams.
Yeah, I need to get one of those circle ones or whatever they are that just hook up to your computer, your USB port or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up getting those what do they call them? Circle lights or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so that brings us to, well, anyways, I just want to say thank you. You did a hell of a job out there. You didn't freak out. I mean, you did great, man.
I'm impressed with you. First time out there like that. Yeah.
I didn't hold on to Jack's pocket.
No.
That's just like you're in prison, yeah.
Yeah, you did a really good job, man. And I can't wait to have you down again. I'm glad there was some good activity.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to see what we deal with, you know?
Right. And now I know also of like what to prepare myself for, other things to get before I go out there, because I was kind of like going off a short list. I couldn't find everything I could find, but I'll definitely be back more prepared. So definitely be planning another trip up there for everyone to see me once again.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, getting in before this hunt, I went out there and I must have got, after you left, I didn't go back I was pretty shook up from
the
our
tree.
hunt. No, to 2. I didn't go back to 2 because I was pretty shook up from what happened all that night. Seeing that thing standing there, that tall white thing. And that was 2 different things than what we seen there. At the beginning was different than the thing at the end. But
you forgot to mention before right before we were about to leave, we heard that loud noise on the train tracks.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it was like a scraping on the
like a
yeah. It was crazy, but I will be back. Definitely will be back.
Right. And I can't wait. So I didn't go back for a good week. I went back, just to get there, kind of loosen back up from the place. And when I went back that day, I didn't plan on staying into the night, but I stayed a little bit into the night. I must have got 15 tree knocks.
Wow.
And I did it. I started walking forward, and it freaked me out a little bit because something was following me, like usual.
Yep.
I hear something in front of me, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go forward. I'm just going to get out of here. And then I was like,
every
because you get
single
that
time
scared
we're there,
feeling.
we get that.
Yep.
Every single time we're followed, rocks thrown, tree knocks. The other night when we were out there, the first scream, my camera, like all of a sudden, it has never done this. It glitched and shut off, and then we had that scream, and then the owl who like right along with it. But that scream, I'd never heard anything like that.
Right.
That one, and then that one, but that was a higher pitch. I almost thought there was a monkey around there.
Yeah,
And,
that was crazy.
Yeah. And it's like my camera shut off right in the middle of it, right before that went off. I mean, it shuts off and I'm going, what the heck? And then that thing sounded off.
Right.
Right in that moment. Because I almost wonder if there's a correlation. If that's
I think so. When I was there
it was
by
really
myself,
close to me. Mm-hmm.
when I was there by myself and I was going to back out, I turned back around and said to myself, you know what? I'm going to just go. I'm just going to go for it, go back in, and I'll be damned. As soon as I said that, turned around, started walking a little bit, about 12 feet tall. You can even see it on the video, eye shine. Then a second underneath it peeks around. And I'm like, son of a gun, man. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to go forward. I'm just going to leave you alone for tonight. And I think this is good. Then my light turned off. Getting to that point, T-Mac, my light turned off. I got my light turned on. Then the camera turned off, powered off. I'm like, what the hell?
Jeez. Man, we every single time though. And the other thing is then our gosh, that sounded like, it's funny because MT said it sounded like a pack of walruses.
Yep.
And it's like, I've never heard anything like that.
Yeah. That's funny, LIB. Yeah, that's like I said, I tried running it through and couldn't find nothing on it. I ran it through the internet. I asked people and sent it to people. I sent it to hunters, people that hunt constantly. And they were like, we don't know what you got. That's nothing we ever heard. And they were like, you were in Ohio? And I was like, yeah, we were in Ohio. And they were like, that's nothing we ever heard.
And that's I guess that's the second noise like that I've caught that I have no explanation for. Even like other people like sending that to hunters and everything, and they can't figure out what the hell it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of scary.
Yeah. So, and I mean, that one, it was just, man, it sounded big. I tell you that. It just like, that definitely sounded like some two very large things.
Yeah. Yeah. They weren't the same though. I don't believe, listening to them. I mean, they could have been. One could have been a female. One could have been a male.
That's what I definitely think that. I think there was a male and a female, because there was one that had, I guess you'd say, is a lighter sounding voice than the other, than the big I don't know, deep barking one. I don't have another word to describe what the noise was because I don't know. Like I said, MT said it correct. He goes, it sounds like there's walruses. And then we heard them going like into the splashing in the water too.
Yeah. Yeah. When we came up and we got them in between us, I think it just chose to go through the water.
Yeah.
Which was strange.
I don't know. I don't know if you mentioned it, but did you mention like the female hums that we were hearing?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Didn't hear that.
we started hearing like female hums just going like, mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
like it was real close to us. Like,
if you Jack, if you remember when I was there with you, I caught the voice of a female out there with me, you and MT saying hello, hello, and it's clearly a female's voice coming across there, and that's in the same spot where you guys were.
yeah,
Uh,
this was audible. I mean, you could hear it.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
yeah.
the strange thing
It,
about
it,
it.
it just felt like that it was like right next to us. Like it
Right.
was close. It was clear
did
that
you,
it was just
Mr. Wonderful, I don't know if you got any background on that area, but it's an Indian mound. Part of it is.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And it's an
Ohio
Indian
is
mound
all
that they
Indian
said
mound.
some sort of princess was buried there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, all of it's every
It all
place
makes
in
sense.
Ohio you could say there's Indian mounds at.
Oh yes, there is all over. Yes.
Yeah.
But that night we were out, we found that tree structure, and it was next to where something had dug out massive amounts of dirt and dug a big, like, like that was another thing that was
And then built a
pretty,
shelter.
yeah, head scratching on that too. Yeah, all over Ohio's like that with the mounds.
Yeah, and it's like, why? That's strange. But Nancy says the Bigfoot was very close to describe the eyes. Goldish, bluish.
You said the eyes were blue, didn't you?
Yeah, like goldish, bluish, whitish.
Well, okay, and I'm
Big.
just asking. I know I talked to you a little bit about this before, but was it reflection off of your light, or were the eyes glowing themselves?
The eyes were
The
glowing
eyes were
themselves.
glowing.
Yeah,
And see,
and the light didn't
that's-
even affect it. Like you could see the colors. You know, sometimes like if you hit a deer, you only see the red.
Yeah.
And you know, you hit animals and you only see just one color. You could see multiple colors, even black.
And this is something that is like eyes glowing themselves. If your eyes were emitting light, you wouldn't be able to see. And I'm not doubting that you're saying this, but I'm saying it's like what we're dealing with, how much unknown it is to our realm. That's impossible for eyes to glow, and for something to be able to actually still see.
Yeah.
Right. And see color. This is what trips me out, is to see the colors in the eyes. The only time this ever happened before was I seen gold, the golden eyes, and that was at 1, I believe, and just big golden eyes. This was, like I said, I seen blue, I seen gold, like I guess you could say golden, white. You could see the black.
They were pretty big eyes.
And they were big eyes.
Jeez.
Bigger than ours.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't remember who said it. They asked where we heard the female voice. It was probably at least 15 minutes in.
Yeah, I
into the
think
walk.
the first one, was about 15 minutes in. It was like,
I think it was like one of the first blue glow sticks we put up. Maybe a little bit after that, I would probably say. But then it ended up still following us because we also saw that thing that was running really fast. Like it was quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Faster than anything faster than a deer. Bigger. I don't know. Lori, that ending footage where I grabbed him, pushed him up the hill was off his footage.
Yeah, that was my video.
Yeah. I asked him for just that part so I can throw it on the end, but either can I have your footage, Mr. Wonderful, or are you putting it up?
I don't know if I can do that because I'm not on my phone.
No, not right now. Not right now. I'm saying in general.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can send it
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, they can
I'll
send
put
it to you.
I'll put it together and get it up.
Oh, you're trying to put me on the spotlight to throw a video up, and I was like, I can't do that at the moment here.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Dean says he don't have the flashlight on. Yeah, see, you know what? I'm used to being in the dark. I need my flashlight.
Ring light. That's what it was called. A ring light,
Ring light.
not a circle light. That sounded ridiculous to say. Circle light. Ring light. Those are nice to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Belladonna says he wanted to go home with you guys. Oh man, I'm telling you, I was yelling at it. I was freaking yelling at it. And I said a prayer. Can we
You
stop?
bring
And I
the
said,
new guy out there, and then everybody wants to come follow Wonderful.
Yeah. Didn't I stop us and we said a prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah. And told it. And then finally, man, on that thermal, you could see I posted the whole, the whole thermal on the Cameraman Facebook page. So it's there. I don't think they pulled it down yet, but
Yeah, I will definitely try to get my my video over to you as quickly as possible for
thank you,
people
sir.
to see it.
Yeah, and I've seen some stuff, and they took it out of my film. They took it out of my video. I shouldn't be saying this because I am streaming to the tube, but I'm going to say it. My video was 2 hours and 25 minutes long. What do we get? They cut it down to what? 54, 58 minutes, 59 minutes. Yep. And I got on the phone. There was some great evidence there of that night.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about our film, T-Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
Thank
ours.
you, Cram.
Like almost an
Cram,
hour
I
long.
appreciate that. That's a shout out right there.
And that's the thing is, I haven't put mine out yet. So I don't know. Why are they? They did with me. One of the two things too is pulled that they sent me the message saying it was something political, and I'm like,
Thank you, Sue.
we're not. We're looking for Bigfoot. Like I had to call them, and it
Yeah.
literally made. I got them to watch the video at least. At least they worked with me. And they thought, yeah, this is silly. We're not sure. They said the algorithm marked you that, and it's like, okay, I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And the same thing with you for them censor or taking things. And I want to be careful with what I'm saying here because I don't want to have your stream have anything negative to it. But I don't understand how with some of the things that you found, I don't even want to mention their names because it might cause something for them to censor this. But I am not understanding what their hang up with it is. Other than, did we catch truth and you just don't want that?
Right. Yeah, they, like you said, they tried telling you they tried telling you there was political stuff in your video, and there's no political stuff.
I had nothing, every now and then I may throw a little sarcastic comment in about a certain party. But even in that video, I didn't even have any of those in there. And it's like, it's like, that's what I'm literally like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, I actually got people on the phone and said, explain to me what you're talking about. Show me the part in there where I do that. And they're like going through my video and they're like, we can't find it, but they actually said, well, we like this video. We really do like it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do.
Why are you? I'm like, so they reinstated it. But the lady watching it goes, man, I love this. I love the scary, suspensive stuff here that you do. So
yeah.
So
I always see a lot more with my eyes sometimes.
But I don't know. I'm lost for words at why they would like take down some of your stuff like that. I don't
know, man. 3 shorts, man. And I fought for hours. I was so frustrated. And then it was
Well,
just
and
like, it's just the update, oh well.
if
It's like,
if you still got it, and I want to be careful what I say, but there's another place where you're able to say what you want.
yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't have the lives, but yeah, I will get them up at the other spot. I posted the other spot's link in the chat room. So that's just I'm still going to use, what we've been using. And, the other spot is going to be the backup for all the footage. I mean, when I go live on YouTube, I'm also going to go live on the other one. So, one, they'll both be saved. If they decide to do something with this one, it will be over here. But I mean, I don't want to throw names out there. They already demonetized one person.
And I think they're on a roll because of the time of year it is, personally.
Yep.
But I don't want to get into specifics with that. I think you guys can figure out what time of year it is.
Yeah. Yep. And man, I want to say so much more, but I can't. And it's hard because, I always want to be truthful with everybody and just get it out there. So there's no, well, why can't he say it? But if I start, it's not going to be good.
I'm not sure what Sue was talking about something climbing a tree.
Let's see. Did T-Mac get to review something climbing tree? They got rid of it on his video. Should be on original. Oh, so they did take out something out of your video.
So, they don't notify me. They don't tell me that. I have no idea that something was taken out of my video.
No, I wouldn't have either until I went back in the morning time, and I went through my video, and then it said 50 something minutes, and I'm like, what? 50 something minutes? That was 2.5 hour video that we shot the other night. And that got me going. Then I scroll and I'm like, where's the short at?
I don't know.
The second part of the short.
I don't know what it is like with my thermal videos. For some reason, I'll go through the editor, and again, not an expert at this, but I'll go through it and I'll have everything will be smooth and sounding together, and I upload it, and all of a sudden there's gaps in my conversation as if some of the part of the conversation was just taken out. Yep. So I don't know how to explain that. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong.
No, what we'll just have to do is like you already have one of those things. So does Trapper now have the other spot. So just kind of have to start taking the time and tossing it all over there. And then I think when we do videos, put it over there first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Sue, if you could, Sue, if you're listening there still, if you contact me and message me on one of mine and tell me what video it is that something got taken out, because like I said, I'll appeal it. And like I'm good at that, of being the squeaky wheel, at least, on something like that. If they're gonna, for them doing things to my content.
Nancy says I could never do what you guys do. Well, we do it for you all, and we're just glad. A lot of times, like I said, when I went live and that one's gone, I don't know why, because people were seeing what I was catching on the way out, and that was alive. And they took it down, just gone. But it's nice to have you all out there, and it's nice to be doing this for you all. Of course, we do it for our reasons too. It's not, I'm out there almost every day, and I just don't film all the time because I don't want you guys to be like, oh God, another one.
Well, I tell you, Jack, after I'm out with a night with you there, then I need 2 or 3 days to recover every time.
Oh yeah, man. We do some miles. No
Well,
less than
that
5
last
to
night we
6
were
miles.
out. That had to have been 12 miles.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think on my I can pull it back up, but I think it was like 12.7 or something like that. 12.6 miles we did.
Mhm.
Lori says, Jack, do you think they can throw their voice when they mimic you?
I think they can.
I want to say I don't know, but I would hope it's nothing on the paranormal evil side. That's the best I can tell you. I'm not sure. But if they do, I've heard like Trapper talking, and me and Trapper were like probably about 20 feet apart, and I thought it was Trapper talking, and I was like, "Oh, well, I don't know, Trap. What do you mean?" And he's all like, "I didn't say nothing." And I swore it was him, and he was all like, "I didn't say nothing." And I'm like, "Well, somebody's talking." So maybe, I don't know. There's just I don't have
I
enough
had that
proof of that.
one one of the private properties that I check out. That was one of the reports that they had. They have deer stands set up there. And it would something would start calling their names. It freaked out an Ohio State Highway Patrol guy, which that's not easy to do. Started calling his name while he was up in a deer stand, and not supposed to be possible. Where that, so I don't know. Yeah, we definitely in my last Tinker's Hollow video that I put out too. I had something come across mocking me on there, saying in a real creepy voice, "Orbs," and I don't know what that is. I don't know what was saying it.
Yeah. And I got that one that said, help me, please.
Yep.
I didn't hear it with my ears, but it came out on video. That was
I
strange.
just I just gotta say, if you're in the woods and you hear something yelling "Help me," don't go after it. Don't
Well,
go after it.
on
Call
one
the
of my
police and
videos,
if you're concerned, if you think someone really needs help, then call the police and send somebody else back there. Don't you do it?
yeah. Um, one of my videos, we're at the sanitarium. It was MT and me. I'm out on the grounds of the sanitarium. I believe MT was close by, but further away from me, but closer to the sanitarium. And I get these screams of a guy like screaming bloody murder. Help! Help me! Please! And I'm like, what the? And you go searching and you can't find nothing. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And weird stuff starts happening. The farther I got out to go try to find him where I thought he was screaming from, weird stuff started happening. And it was like, whoa, that's crazy. That's just a little bit too much crazy. And then you take it home with you because then you're wondering, did something happen to this person? Was it, a ghost or, there's nothing that I could have did. There was nothing in newspapers or the news. You know what I'm saying? Nobody made any reports. Nobody came up missing. And that will always stick in my brain. And that was on a film. I believe that was live.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, but never just go chasing stuff out in the forest, like you said. It can be bad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know. Okay. Lady Raven just mentioned something there with Dogman. That's one of the things I wanted to ask Mr. Wonderful about. Michigan is like supposed to be. They not only have like Bigfoot, but they're like supposed to be like Dogman capital.
Yeah. Yep.
And I just crisscrossed that state and did some hikes there, and I try to talk to different people about it, and the Dogman keeps coming up as something that people keep seeing out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, for as long as I lived here, I didn't really like hear all that much about Dog Man. Like, you know, going through school, they never talked about it through school or anything. It literally had to be like you had to talk to like your grandparents or something like that. It wasn't something just instantly taught. You had to go, you know, to a historic thing to find out what the Dog Man is. There's multiple stories on it. Um, whatever one you want to believe is what you're gonna want to believe. I've been told different stories of how it was, and there's other people that will tell you something completely different. The main story I've been hearing is that a man was just, you know, he just got raised by wolves or coyotes and just turned into a dog man, and you'll see him out there. I never heard about any attacks on people or anything like that. Animals have been, you know, attacked, and it's just a weird looking attacks. Nothing like you would think like a regular wolf would do, or a coyote or something like that. It had to been something different. But yeah, there's always sightings of Dog Man out here. I've never seen it. But also I'm not out in the woods, you know, looking for it, obviously. But I would love to go out, go up a little north of Michigan and go out there and look. So that's definitely going to be on my list to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know for us, Jack, I don't know if you remember that. It was like when we started learning Ohio history in junior high school, our teacher talked to us about the Ohio Grassman. Like that was like so much into the Ohio folklore that like that's where I learned about the Ohio Grassman was from school. I don't know if it was mentioned in every school or everyone else, you know, and I honestly don't think they still mention it. But that was something that was actually Ohio history class.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's how much it's into like the state of Ohio, like a folklore around here.
Right. Yeah. Ricky, I'm still gonna post everything on YouTube, but we have a backup. So if something gets taken from YouTube, the recording will also be somewhere else. And I posted where in the cameraman chat room page. I just don't want to say it here.
You can put it on you can say on Facebook your outlets.
Yeah,
I think because I got to set up that outlet as well. Yeah, I know, and it's a shame. It's a shame that we can't just have a conversation on here because they will flag different things, and you gotta talk in code.
Yeah, I don't want to jump through hoops. But don't worry, things will still be here on YouTube like normally. Just like I said, we're gonna back those up at another spot, and where is posted in the cameraman Facebook chat room page. So no worries about that. Everything will still be normal. It's just an extra spot. If something comes up missing and I don't catch it missing, you know, there's over 500 videos on YouTube. You know, so sometimes they all start to fade in, and I got a list here of places what comes up next. So, you know, keeping track of it, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's over 30 places that I got marked down for just this month coming up. So that's a lot of hunts, but it's just a precaution in case they do remove something. Go back over here and grab it, because once I'm done with it and you all drop me the timestamps, I give it, you know, 3 days, catch all your guys' timestamps. Then I'll check back on it at the end of the week. You know, if there's no more timestamps coming in, I take all the timestamps, put it right in a folder, and they either go on CD or they go on a USB drive. So, and then I move on.
Mhm.
So there'll just be a backup spot. So we get something missing, I can just grab it from there and throw it back up here, or you all can go over there and see it.
Yeah.
They don't censor over there like they're starting to do in other places.
Well, yeah. And if you're unsure where that is, see the R on the screen where Mr. Wonderful is. Starts with an R. Winky, winky, nod, nod.
Yeah. Sue, I've been catching that. A lot is blurred. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
People had a good.
So.
YT, only so far that I know. I mean, I have had some stuff removed from Facebook, by fact checkers.
And there's another
Yes,
thing.
they're the masters of knowing, and we're
they're the, and again, those people, and I don't even want to say their names there to get it tagged, but those people only remove things that are true, so they don't really go after false things.
Oh yeah, we back up a lot of stuff.
So.
Yeah, if you're not in the chat room, please go there. Cameraman chat room. A lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A blessing. We've tried other spots and it's so hard. Tried the website, tried the other spots so everybody can jump on. And I know some people just do not like Facebook. So I try to, juggle as much as I can, but it's a lot of work.
I have it merely because of that and because it's the main way that we communicate, but I despise that.
Yeah. If I missed you coming in, hello. Thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. See Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. Game with Credo. Hello. Yeah, I do the copy in my videos myself. I do everything. Everything is done solely by me. So it's a lot. The editing, the videoing,
and
everything.
And for me, I spend probably more time trying to figure out the computer end of it than I do the hiking end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Okay, Sue, I know what you're talking about. At 1421, I caught something on the video. They tagged it on there. It's going so fast. I can't tell. I was able to freeze frame that down, but even in slow motion, it was hard to catch. It was going so fast, but it looked like it was about, I'll have to get my hands in there. It was about, a couple feet long, and it was flying. And it was so, I like the speed it was moving at. And, I tried to pull that video and see, I check things with my wife. I'm like, what do you see here? And she's like, that's a bug. I'm like, it was 48 degrees. There were no bugs. It's like there wasn't any bugs out that night. That's one of the things that we didn't see. And this was moving fast, and you seen it come on there. It was big. It was much bigger than a bug. But I slowed it down, and it's still going so fast, but it does look like I could see wings flapping on it, but I don't know what the hell it is. I have no clue.
That's a good question, Mr. Brown. Once you log in and put anything on their platform, it's officially theirs.
Yes. Same with Facebook.
Yep, it's officially
They
theirs.
they won that. They won that battle in court. That anything you put on, so you put a post on Facebook, you put a post on YouTube, it now belongs to them.
Yep. Yep. It has nothing to do with the amendment. It's their platform, their business, and we agreed to upload our stuff to their business. Art. Thank you. Art, I can't message you on YouTube for some reason. Every time I go to talk to you and reply back to you, it just says failed to, go through. So it's not that I'm not replying back to you or don't see your comments, Art. I see you. I just can't message you back for some reason. You might have to check your settings.
That's got to be something in his settings.
Yeah. Thank you. Love all the footage you guys put out. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah. Infinite, hello. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to keep doing this. I was a little disappointed the other morning. I mean, to see over,
Okay.
That's about over 6 hours of footage gone.
Okay.
That I'll never get back, especially a whole live stream. I didn't even have time to download the live stream. The whole live stream's gone.
Wow.
And then the video that we put up was 2 hours, a little over 2 hours long. And now it's only like 50 something minutes, an hour, maybe. I was heated. The thermal footage of that thing that we seen out at Claim 2 that I said I thought was maybe a bear. And then on the thermal, I circle it because it's not a bear. Whatever it was, it looked like a, oh man, how can I describe it? Let me draw it for a second to show you what it looked like. And it was weird. Best I can describe this as is we lost Mr. Wonderful. Hopefully he comes back. They got hot winds and stuff going on.
So that thing you caught, because then I was looking at what you put up there, and I'm like, yeah, because again, that's what I have to trying to study and review that thermal footage all the time. So you kind of get a feel of when you see an image like that wasn't small, and I could tell what you captured wasn't small. And it's funny because I went over there with mine, I instantly hit on a possum.
That's what it kind of looked like there. Okay. But it had to be at least, I'm thinking 7 feet long. But
it was big.
It was huge. It was huge. And I added that to the shorts. And they removed it. They removed all 3 of them.
Why? I don't understand. Especially if you put on there and you said it was a bear. Like in the moment, you were saying this looks like a bear.
Yeah.
I
you got to understand, we're looking through a screen, no bigger than that, so
yeah.
It's hard to tell when we're out there. They're sitting there looking at it, you're squinting your eyes, and you're like, man, what is that, a bear? And I even ran up to these guys. I said, I think there's a bear, and they run their thermals over, and I seen a a possum come out of a tree and then go back up into another one. And when I said it was back behind that bush, big bushes, it was.
Wow. You sent that over to us though in our cameraman and crew chat group there, though. I think you sent that video there. So I think we still have that.
To where?
You sent it over to us in we have our own little messenger group.
Yeah. That was I think a picture of it, wasn't it?
Yeah. You sent it because So that hopefully that I mean, if that's saved there, then that would mean you still have the video.
Yeah, I can't post the video. I'm going to try to do it a whole different way.
You know, and this is another thing. This is why, like you have us out there with you, because if they do something like that to your content, you know, the rest of us might have caught it too.
Right. Yep. Sue says I stopped giving T-Mac timestamps on his last Michigan. I was like a broken record.
But it's not. I was going through all of them. It's
Yeah.
not. So that one I started using some of your tactics. I knew something was following us, but it was staying back, and I started doing some antagonizing stuff. I had my cousin with me, and I had him start throwing the rock. I started banging on the tree with the stick, and we eventually got it to come out. Eventually started getting rocks whipped at us.
Yeah.
It's just by the time they did it, we'd been hiking for hours. We climbed up this dang mountain. So
Yeah.
You know, I know it said how high it said it was, 437 feet from where we started from the parking lot. And I still want a remeasurement. That seemed like it was higher than that.
Yeah.
So, and but that was like our second hike night. We'd been hiking for probably 6 hours, and I was beat. And I'm like, well, you waited, this thing waited till we were near the end to start throwing rocks at us. And it's like, I'm done. I don't care. Throw rocks.
Yeah. Yep. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll down real quick to try to get to the bottom. I'll see. It's enough for people are seeing it. Yep. Okay. Yes, it is dangerous. Yep. Yep. I see. Never follow. Yep. CJ, hello. Tracy says, Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween, buddy. Yep. Yeah, we're going to find a way. I mean, right now, everything will be over on one, so we can just grab it. They take it down, we'll snag it, and keep posting it. And yeah. Thank you. We love you all.
But that's
too.
one of the things too. Is like with that is
hello.
Like if something took down, we both captured those sounds, and it's like you posted that video already. I still have it in the it's back in the rotation before I'm going to post it. So if something gets flagged in it, it's like, well, then I know, let's mark this spot. Let's, back this spot up so that we can make sure it stays in existence.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Can you please tell me what a rake is and what you mean by getting zapped? A rake is a kind of, I think a rake is more paranormal than anything. I could be wrong. I don't know much on a rake. I just try to not. I don't want that thing in my life. To be honest with you, I don't want to.
What you said you've seen there, and I said that sounds kind of like a rake, and I said there, but I started when you were talking about how it being tall, and I almost started thinking of they have a thing called Slender Man. Now I know those things usually have like some kind of suit on or whatever, but I don't know, man. You caught something completely weird.
Yeah.
And when we were in Helltown, you had something like that, and you said it was sitting down. I don't know if that was as big as the one that you seen.
I don't know because it was sitting down. But if you're measuring it, if you look on the video, I was 2 times zoomed in, so the camera was closer than I was. You know what I'm saying? When you zoom in from your camera, you know, you get closer to whatever you're filming. In actuality, I was probably maybe 50 to 60 feet farther from it.
Yeah.
And I could see it with my own eyes. Yes, I think it's probably as tall as what we've seen at
okay.
2. That's the first
and what
thing I
she's
thought
saying
of
about,
seeing this.
yeah, about being zapped. And there's some different variations, like at Helltown, at the moment where he's seeing this, my equipment got zapped and everything started dying on me. All the, you know, it fried my camera. My one camera's ruined.
Yeah.
My main one. It's toast. There was a couple little clips I was able to get off of it, and it was terrible. The audio, everything was all scratchy. It was like pretty much garbage. Like, I can't put this up, and most of it was wrecked. My thermal, somehow nothing affected that, but my flashlights were going dead. Everything just all of a sudden zapped. And
Yeah.
there's also a different kind of zapped where, like, it literally zaps you or whatever, you know. And I know Trapper definitely had that happen.
Yep.
And
yep.
I haven't had that happen to me personally, other than my equipment.
Yeah. J-Dog, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. I mean, when I get zapped, I start feeling drained, kind of confused, feeling sick. Really, really thirsty. I mean, that's about how I can explain
It's
it.
like
It comes on like that.
After you and MT had the, I don't want to say the word, but, you know, the big circle thing or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. The portal.
You said you guys were like, you were like dehydrated. You guys were like, you were especially really like massively dehydrated.
Had to go to the emergency room.
Yeah. And tested positive for like radiation. So like,
levels.
Again, I don't understand any of this. When you say that, I'm like, how in the world? Yep. You know, and I've went to that same spot with you guys multiple times, and it's like, you know, we never seen it. I don't know. That was unique to that.
Right. Oh, Lori, we do save them. But when I save them, I get all the timestamps and I'll throw them in a file with the actual show.
I have to buy stuff to have more space because I'm running, and I've had to delete stuff because I'm running out of space, and I use YouTube to store some of my videos because I'm running out of space for everything.
Yeah, oh yeah, they take up a lot. You got to think. Our shows are usually 6 gigs, 7 gigs, and when
mine are 11. 11.
Yeah, I mean that it depends on where you put at the least 6 gigs. Let's just say 6 gigs. So you go out and you film, and then you take your segment. You got to put it all together. So say that I go. I'm running the camera I say, hey, welcome guys, welcome to the show, blah 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 blah. And I say, okay, I'll see you in a minute. That's one segment. So then when I say welcome back, that starts another one. So let's just say you got 20 segments. You got to put them all together, and I mean there's a lot of gigs sitting there by the end of a show that you got to put together. So yeah, you can get into, some of mine were 50, 60, 70 gigs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easy. And the same thing, then like one of the things I do is I'll run the thermal the entire time I'm running the main camera. And then I'll have like double for each video. And like for you, when you add stuff into it, you increase the size. Like you overlap the thermal into it. Well, then you're like doubling the size of that segment.
Yep. Yep. Good night, Heather. Thank you for being here with us. Who time-stamped that thing that you drew? Nobody time-stamped it. I went to put the thermal out and they took it, but this is what it kind of looked like. It looked like it only had 2 legs, and this was actually what its head looked like right there. That was its body. No tail, 2 legs, big. Even when its head moved, it was just like a line, like a big line. Like it was strange. And it was
And
on
it
thermal.
somehow, and it got out of there fairly. I got to review my thermal to see if I did catch something, but I don't in the moment I wasn't able to find that particular thing, and that's what you were saying too. Like it was gone. Like so, it moved out of there fairly quick too. Once we started coming over there to you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I can see the chat. I'm just a little behind. I'm trying to talk, read, and post it for everyone. So it goes, as fast as everyone's chatting. I gotta try to catch up, but I can see the chat. It's all good.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's any more questions here.
It's always running a little behind. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bob says, are they censoring certain pics, T-Mac or Jackie? Facebook is.
Yeah.
And it's not censoring. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're going, it's against community standards. This is the biggest thing I got was a sexual pic. It was like, how is this a sexual pic? It's a tree, and I'll put it, can someone take another look at this?
Well, right. And that's like for mine, that was the tube. And I don't know, said their algorithm, what the people there at Google told me, because Google operates that, the advertising there and what they said was their algorithm marked it as political. And then well, I said, so the lady's like, I can't. Yeah. And she's like, I don't know what it's talking about. I'm looking through, she goes, I'm looking through scrolling through all your videos. And it's like, you're not a political channel. And it's like, no, I'm not. I talk about that if you want, but that's not just what we're doing here.
Right. Right. Yeah. It wasn't a border or anything. Like I said, its head was, it looked like a teardrop. No tail. It looked like it had 2 legs and, a head that was as long as my arm, kind of up. And at first I thought it was a bear because, I said, we're looking through a small screen. And man, when I got it home, I was like, I sent, you all a picture of it. And I was like, this ain't no damn bear. Yeah. Pretty big.
Jack, have you been back to the area where you had the portal and anytime recently?
No. Why you want to
I
go
didn't
back?
think so. I didn't think so. I know, like I said, I was with you guys there, and we had some interesting stuff happen when I was with you. But also, I went there one night with MT, and it was just dead quiet. Scariest thing happened is we seen this couple come walking out of the darkness with no flashlight.
Yeah.
So that's it. But I don't know. That's what I said. That area is, I don't know. It's on my mind, I guess, of something like, dude, we need to go back there and check that one out.
Yeah. That's what I do when I get like an urge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, yep. We
Well, and I know and you've been on the Claim 2 section. and you're dead on. Like I said, we're every time we've been there, it's almost like it, and it's like I went there like like we went there one time. It was like 3 weeks in a row. We went down there, and it was active every single time, and it was almost like I could have looped the videos together as one, and you would have never known because it was constantly active.
Yep. And I just get that feeling, man, like something says you got to come here, come here.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange.
And the area there where you guys where you had the portal, that's on my mind, man. I'll never forget the minute I turned off my camera, I had that big rock whipped at me and it landed like less than a foot from me. And I mean, it was loud.
Happy Halloween. Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
LIB says rakes have a different story than the pale crawler. Never heard of the pale crawler either.
Pale crawler. That's a new term, but it's interesting. Yeah. And it's pretty accurate, I think. I don't know. So
yeah. Connie says, seeing that white mist go in front of you and it wasn't Smalls, zapped by your personal energy being taken. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And we watched Trapper, his wife, Storm. Oh man, there was quite a few people out, and everybody. I was off walking down another trail trying to push things towards them, and I was probably maybe 75 yards away from them. All of them started getting sick. Like just had to sit down. I think one of them, threw up. One felt like they were going to faint. I mean, it was pretty bad, and then we got out of that area and everybody felt fine, so it was like, yeah. Okay. Wow. I don't like those rakes. I don't. Yeah, that would be scary to see.
Yeah,
it's crazy to know that something exists like that out there.
We set out, I mean, for you in particular, you kind of set out looking more for like Bigfoot type stuff. Yeah. And you've come across all this other stuff that we don't know where to put it into what bundle, from orbs to disembodied voices, mist, portals,
unknown,
unknown, rakes, whatever. I mean, it's been obnoxious. And the same thing with me. I set out starting to do these videos to catch wildlife, and it's been down. That's the road I started down, and it's been down this, and then it's been Bigfoot, it's been creepy voices, it's been all kinds of, it's been all this weird stuff that is, this is not, and most of this is not what we intended on.
Yeah. Kathy says, do you still wear your medicine bag? Absolutely. Yep.
Nope.
I wore it out and I got caught in a rainstorm and it got soaking wet. So I mean, I hope nothing, it was pretty wet. I did let it dry. I did reach out to Ramona to let her know. Yeah, I absolutely would like another one. Yeah, but I still wear it and I believe it's still protected. So yeah.
This is what I keep with me. Okay. This is what I carried in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Yeah.
So, the word, okay.
Oh yeah, and I still got my cross on, and
this thing has went to 3 different continents with me, and brought me back safely. The word,
absolutely.
And as you can see, I was able to just reach over and grab it because I keep that handy.
Absolutely, Heather. Connie says, "Eat chocolate when you get zapped." Worked for Harry Potter. Yeah, I kind of now when I feel it coming on and I feel like something's, something's going on with me, I'll touch a tree and ask for the tree's energy silently, and it kind of works out. Jimmy, hello. Thank you for being here. If I missed you and you came in, sorry. Thank you for being here. Y'all could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Got any questions, please put them down below. If we don't get to them tonight, please join us on the Cameraman Facebook page, or put them, in the video comments after it's done, and I'll answer them.
Probably a few minutes. My daughter's getting ready to...
Yeah, I can scroll all the way down to the bottom. I was just trying to get caught up, but here we go.
Yeah, my daughter's getting ready to go to bed. So.
Yeah. Hello, Ramona. Ramona snuck in. I just shot to the bottom, so if I missed your comment, please put it in the comments after the video is over, and I'll answer them. Happy birthday, Ramona.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah. J-Dog says the trees will ground you. Absolutely. Thank you, LIB.
Now, and that's,
Hardy.
When you say about being grounded like that, that's an actual thing. Because, okay, when I had to work around munitions, like static electricity, it was our enemy. Okay, so we constantly had to ground ourselves. Sometimes we had cords attaching to us to keep us grounded, to keep because the energy will flow out. And I guess probably can go both ways, can flow in. I had to wear clothes that didn't create static everything top to bottom on me. I had to have clothes that did not create static, because static will set off explosives.
Oh yeah.
So that is an actual thing. When you say that, touching that green tree and grounding, that's an actual thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. J-Dog, I don't drink, but I'll have a soda. I'd love to hear some of your stories, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you know what? That's one of the things too, getting into this. I absolutely love people will contact me and say they had happen. Yes, I love to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you contact me by email and you say, I want to tell you this by phone, I'll get you my phone number through the email. I don't want to put it out on YouTube, but
yeah, if somebody can reach out and explain to her about getting zapped, that'd be awesome. Thank you for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But with that said, y'all,
mm-hmm.
I want to thank you. And we got to get out again. I'll give you a ring tomorrow and let's plan something.
Yes, absolutely.
I would like to take you to my home area if you'd like to come down and we go do the home area.
That sounds great. Anymore, I'm getting to where I know there's some I got to go out and do solo. I did so much of that stuff solo that now I'm getting to where I'm like, I kind of like having somebody with me.
Yes. Well, LIB, we got to do a side-by-side. I seen that you put that up in the video that got hit.
Now, LIB, you were just near the Pennsylvania-New York border. You're not far from me. I'm on the Pennsylvania border.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio, Pennsylvania borders where I am. So you're not that far. Gosh, man. I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous about going into the state of New York because of laws and everything. But yeah, you want to cross over into that Pennsylvania side? I definitely want to join you.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're planning. We're working something out. Trust me, we are working it out. So we all get to get up and get a hunt done with LIB. Trust me, we are busting butt on that to make it happen. It's just funding. That's the problem, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That's what's just holding both of us up. Thank you. Absolutely. And thank you all for being here, man. You all are amazing.
Yes.
And, I was a little down about the videos that got taken, but you know what? Now that we sorted it out, I moved on. And please go to the link, get over there. You don't have to join or anything. Just grab that link. I left it all open. or you can hit the follow button if you're already part of that over there. But yeah, so in case something misses here, it will be there. And you have one too. I need that link, or you know what? I can just grab it and I'll just put links up over there.
Okay.
I'll put links up in a Facebook page to everybody's. Yeah, we all decided to start one. Trapper started his.
Yeah,
I haven't started up.
I haven't started up a Facebook. I mean, I have the personal profile. I haven't started up the site profile yet, and I know I need to. I know I seen somebody posted one of the things from my video onto yours, and that's cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But because like I gotta set up the you and MT and Trapper have. But I mean, kind of everything there is, we're a team. I put everything up to link. It's like if you watch my stuff, then then you're gonna get pointed right in Jack's direction too.
Yeah. Vice versa.
And everything, like even when I'm on videos when I'm solo, or like not with him, I'll mention him and I'll mention like, dude, check out their channels. Those are my teammates. And
really do appreciate you.
So.
How did you guys get zapped, man? There's a bunch of ways. Even doing paranormal work. I've watched MT get zapped.
Yeah. Yeah, MT could probably tell you some stories on that too.
Yeah.
And like I said, how we did with mine, it was equipment. All of a sudden equipment went dead on mine. And then Jack's going, I see something over here. So like I didn't know what. All of a sudden I'm like, everything is just going nuts.
Yeah, that's so strange, MT started having problems, you having problems, and then right when that happened, I get to film it.
Yeah. And so I don't know how that, but like that night in Helltown, everything, our battery, I handed you a fresh flashlight and you handed it back to me like what, 5 minutes later, and it's burning hot and says your flashlight's dead. And it's like, I'm like, there's no way that flashlight will run for 2 hours.
Right. And then within, minutes it was.
Yeah, it's done. And it was burning hot. And that flashlight has never burned, like that flashlight's never been hot like that.
Yeah.
So weird.
And it was hard to even hold that. I mean, I had to.
Yeah, you're like holding it back. I'm like, ow, like that's never happened before. So yeah. You say, how does it happen? I don't know exactly, but I know all of a sudden everything just goes haywire.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially with equipment. It'll just be drained. The batteries will be drained right away. And I mean, we all carry backup batteries.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm looking to get a good one. It was at 50,000 one, 50,000. I forget how they pronounce it. Not watts, but
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it was like $20, but it was a really good one. Little battery packs, but we usually carry those and they get drained like that. Yeah. I had one, didn't even plug it in and it got drained.
Yeah. And then that's one of the things before we go on these hikes, like for me, when I'm coming to you guys, I got an hour-and-a-half drive. So I'm going over my equipment thoroughly because I got, it's like if something doesn't work, it goes, I got no backup because I'm an hour-and-a-half away from home.
Right.
So I go through and make sure meticulously everything is charged up.
Right.
And my backup, I make sure backups, which everything is charged. And so like that night in Helltown, it's like everything went.
Oh yeah, that was strange. So fast too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So strange.
And I said, my main video on that got wrecked. I still have the thermal that I'm not sure what to do with.
All right, y'all. But I want to thank you all. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. We'd love to have you part of the family. And stop over at the Cameraman Facebook page. I'd love to have you in the group. It's a big family. Even if you're not a believer or non-believer, swing in, listen to the stories. Maybe you got a story you can tell us. Love to hear it. Maybe you could see something that might sway you into believing. One thing we don't do here is force you to believe.
No.
But if you're a
No.
non-believer, I do want to tell you, we don't make fun of people. We are drama free.
Yep.
You know, we want to hear everybody's story. This is a safe place for everybody, safe community. A lot of great people.
Absolutely.
A lot of great people. Everyone's like family here, and I love it, and I want it to stay that way. But everyone is welcome. But again, if you haven't, check out Ted's channel, MT's channel. If you go to my channel to the main screen, scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see everybody's channels there. Join them all. LIB.
Same thing with me. If and I got to put LIBs on there on mine, but I have I have yours and MTs and Trappers. If you look on my page, you'll see them, and I have them. I actually have a link that lists you guys as team members.
Yep. And we do really appreciate everybody. Again, we do this all year round. Night, day, winter's coming. That is going to be the piece of the puzzle we're missing. I want to tell everybody this now. That's why I've been cramming these areas in, so we know which ones are not hot, which ones are hot, because I'm going to tell you, snow starts flying and we start seeing these footprints, we are chasing. We're going to follow those prints to see where they go.
And it's
I've
a
been waiting
hell
for
of a
that
lot easier with all
year.
the thorn bushes down.
Mhm. Yeah, getting into places that we couldn't get into, getting to these caves, the caves are coming. They're coming. I don't think you ever been to the caves yet.
No.
Oh boy. Yeah, a lot of good stuff coming. We'll be able to get the drones in the air.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the middle of the month, new month. Yeah, we got the RC car with the camera on it. I got to get a GoPro or something. I had this camera here. It's just a little sports camera. Something happened to it. I don't know what. It won't power on with the batteries or anything. So you got to come up with, you got to get one of those.
All right.
Man, it's going to be a good time coming up, man.
Well, I'm being hailed to go tuck my daughter in.
Oh, well, that would be awesome. I appreciate it. Oh man, that'd be awesome. LB says I have an extra GoPro type camera I can send to you. Oh man, that would be.
Hey, and I have one too.
Thank you.
I have one too that like I got no use for it. I don't know what the heck to do with it. So I'll see if you can maybe you can work it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If I can get 2 or 3 of them, that would be great. I want to put an extra one on the drone, one on the RC car, and then I want to start wearing one on my back.
Yeah.
You know, things are starting to happen. We're getting close, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting close. And I think, it's coming. This winter following the prince is going to be great. And, we've been leaving the caves alone. I've been letting those caves sit for months with not going to them, not bothering them. They were there last winter.
Okay.
Yep. Definitely get you out there. All right, y'all. With that said, hey, any little cam like that will work. I appreciate it. I'll get a hold of you, LIB.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, love y'all. Y'all have a great night. New month coming up. We're going to wait to the new month to drop some videos. And it's 2 days away?
Yep.
All right, man. You got anything you want to say before we close it out?
Appreciate everyone. It's love being part of this group.
Yeah. Love having you here, bro. You do a good job.
Yeah, I'm excited to get Trapper back out with us too.
Yeah, it's coming. His work's starting to slow down, so he's ready to go. I'm ready to have him back.
Yeah.
All the guys we can. And Moose.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have him back hopefully soon too. All right, y'all. With that said, I'm Jack the cameraman.
I'm T-Mac, T-Mac's American Experience.
And we will see you on the next hunt. Bye.
Claim three. Claim three.
Three. You want to get to claim 3 really bad, don't you?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get something in this week. How about that?
Sounds
All right.
good.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. Have a good
Okay.
day tomorrow. Bye. God bless.
All right.